Okay, so here once again 11 commerce, subject OCM, chapter number 6. In that particular thing, we discuss joint stock company. First of all, we discuss about cooperative society, and right now we are going to discuss. Already let me start the particular topic, and that is joint stock company. Last time that we discussed about various types of characteristics and meaning of joint stock company, and right now we are going to discuss about next topic, which is the important topic, that is the advantages as well as limitations of joint stock company. Okay, if any company started, then what are the advantages? Okay, what are the advantages as well as what are the disadvantages of the company? So here, as we write here, discuss here, 8 examples, that 8 advantages as well as 9 disadvantages is there. So one by one, we discuss all the advantages as well as disadvantages of joint stock company. First of all, that we discuss huge capital fund. In advantages, first of all, huge capital fund. So in comparison of sole proprietorship, partnership, HUF as well as cooperative society, here the number of shareholders are more. So huge capital that any company can collect from the market and do the big business in their entire world. Okay, let's see. A company divides its capital into small fractions. Attraction to purchase more number of shares always remains because voting per share is there. So here voting per share is there. So higher the number of share, higher the voting rights, and that's why that people are attracted to purchase more number of share of any company. Okay. Next one, that is, as a result, company can raise large capital. First reason is less number of less price of share, and second reason, attraction to high purchase of that particular share because voting per share is there. So this is the first one, and that for that reason any company is there, those who are collect more capital from the market. Next, number 2, easy transfer of share. As we discuss in characteristics also, this is the most important characteristics or advantages of company, that they can do the easy transfer of share from one person to another person. Let's see. The number of company can sell the share and get the money whenever he desires. He can purchase share and as required due to easy purchase and sale of share in the recognized stock exchange. So as we know, with the help of recognized stock exchange, National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, okay, so various type of stock exchange, with the help of intermediaries, that any person can buy the share as well as sell the share. So this is the second advantage, that any person can easily transfer their share from one person to another person. Okay, next one. Although restriction is laid down on the transfer of share at a private company, in private company there are some restrictions is there. So this is the second important thing, that is easy transfer of share. Next, number 3, limited liability of management. So as we discussed in cooperative society, as we discussed in sole proprietorship, partnership form, unlimited liability is there. But here liability of shareholder is limited up to the purchase of their share. For example, any person is there, those who have purchased the share of 1,000 rupees, so his liability is only 1,000. Some persons is there, those who have purchased their share of 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so liability of that person is up to only 1 lakh. It means that it is a liability, limited liability is there, up to their share price. Liability is there. Okay, so here we can see the liability of the member is limited up to the face value of the share in the company limited by share. In circumstances of liquidation or winding up of a company, they have not to pay more money than the face value of share. For example, any person is there, their face value is 100. So they can purchase price, their limit is liability is only face value of that particular goods. Okay, so this is the most important thing, that a liability is limited in a particular company. Okay, next number 4, separate identity and perpetual life. See, many points are there, those who are discussing characteristics. Okay, but as a part of advantages and limitations that we have discussed here. Next number 4, company has perpetual life due to separate identity and entity from its member by law. The existence of company is not affected even the circumstances or death, insolvency or insanity of member, or in the case of transfer of share by the members. So here two things is that, as we know, that company has received its old identity when they start the business as a company. So separate identity is there, and here perpetual life is there. If any person's death or insolvency or mental absence is there, then there is no change in the company, because some shareholders are less and they can sell their share to another name. So if few partners or few shareholders are less, then there is no big change in the company, because life of company is too long. Okay, so separate identity and perpetual life is there. Next, number 5, advantages of large scale. Because here, as we know, huge capital fund, then you can connect. Huge capital fund, then you can collect from the market. So you can use that particular fund to develop your business entire the world. Okay, let's see. Large scale purchases and production are possible for the company. So for any company, they can do the large, in a large term, purchase and sell of that particular goods, because more capital is there, more manpower is there. Okay, so you can do your business entire the world. Okay, more than one country, more than one area, that you can develop your business. So this is the 5th one. 5 topics that we have discussed. Number 1, huge capital fund. Number 2, easy transfer of share. Number 3, limited liability of member. Number 4, separate identity and perpetual life. And number 5, advantages of large scale. Next, number 6, efficient management. So here you can do many views. You can receive the many views, many ideas from different types of people. So you can do the efficient management. Okay, because in management, many people are there. Those who are came from the different identity. Okay, some people are there. Those who are came from commerce department. Some that they are from the science. Many people are there. Those who are came from the business point of view. So here you can see that many businesses are there. Those who are, many businessmen are there. Those who are many related with the various fields. So they can use their mind. They can use their ability to do the efficient management. So here the benefit of large scale that you can do in the advantage of large scale, and that's why companies consider as the engine of the particular company. So companies consider as a engine, search engine of the industry, of the entire economy. In efficient management, then you can do management of company becomes professional and efficient due to expert service and efficient directions. Okay, so because of experts and their experts views, expert directions, you can take the high charge, you can take the big advantages of it. So here definitely that you can do the big management and effective management in our management. Okay, in our business. So here definitely only one side. Definitely that you can take the advantages of it. So here that is number 5. Number 6. Next, number 7. It's a democratic management. So as we know, shareholder is a owner of the company. Those who have invest their money into particular business. So definitely democratic management is there. All the shareholders have rights to take a participant in the particular things. Okay, so here the company is managed democratically by the elected representatives of members called directors. Decisions are taken by the majority in the general meeting of the members. So in the decisions, those who are owner of that particular company, it means that all the shareholder has right to give ideas, to take part in the decision making process. Okay, so this is again most important characteristics as well as advantages of joint stock company. And last number 8, benefit to society and nation. Definitely if business is doing well, they are creating more profit, so it resulted into benefit to society as well as nation also. Let's see. Public invest their saving into share, debenture and public deposit of company. Saving is encouraged. They receive dividend and interest as an income on the investment. So as we know that people are saving, put their saving into particular company and purchase the share, debenture and giving loans. So definitely their saving is encouraged and they receive income as a dividend. Okay. Next one. Advantages of large scale production are also available to society. Employment opportunity increases. Some companies spread a part of profit for the society of benefit like art, garden, school, colleges, playground, etc. The best example is Elephant Garden, which is in Vijayanagar. Okay, that it is for public. Okay, that they are used that particular thing. Okay, so they can use that particular thing for the public utility. Okay, for the beneficial of public. So here this is the again benefit of this. Provide many facilities voluntarily to the employee too. Company pays the crores of rupees to the government as the way of tax. This amount is also used for the development. Okay, so here that you can see that many people are there, those who are working, many people are there, those who, that the companies is there, those who are paying crores of rupees in terms of tax. So definitely government are also in a beneficial because they receive crores of rupees as a tax and government can also use that particular thing for the public welfare. So here we can say that with the help of joint stock company, okay, government as well as nation, society as well as nation, both are in beneficial because many income as well as employment that they are created. So they are receiving the employment opportunity from the market with the help of joint stock company. Okay, many raw materials, many suppliers are there. Those who are taking the employment from that particular company. As we discussed, think about that if one company is entering in a market, okay, many businesses are there, those who are getting the opportunity. Okay, so this is all about advantages. Now, as we know that every coin has two sides, so as per advantages of that companies there, many limitations are also there. So now it's time to discuss one by one all the limitations of it. So number 1, lengthy as well as expensive incorporation procedure. So as we know, if you want to start any sole proprietorship partnership, then there is no cost or minimum to minimum legality as well as cost. But if you want to start a business of company, definitely you have to follow the whole procedure, which is lengthy and costly. Okay, let's see. The formation procedure of the company is lengthy, complicated and expensive in comparison to sole proprietorship and partnership. Company has to submit the documents like memorandum, articles before the register of the companies to obtain the certificate of incorporation. So before the starting of company, a company has to represent their memorandum of association and article of association, which is not easy to prepare. For that, they have to appoint various experts and they have to pay the various charges of them. Okay, so definitely you can see that it's a very costly. For this, expert services are obtained. In addition to the registration fees of the registrar, experts are to be paid high fees for their services. So we have to pay high fees to them. So it's a lengthy as well as expensive the legal restrictions is also there. We have to follow all the rules and regulations of SEBI, RBI, Companies Act, etc. Okay, let's see. A company came into existence by law. Company has to observe legal provisions during its lifetime. The settlement reports according to the submitted to the registrar companies regularly at the certain time. At the continuous time period that they have to submit all the reports to them. Some provisions of SEBI, that is Security Exchange Board of India, are to be fulfilled. So we have to follow the rules of RBI. Companies Act 2013 recently, Companies Act 2013 is there, and RBI as well as Security Exchange Board of India. Because of we have to issue share and debenture in a market. So definitely legal restrictions is there, and we have to follow all the rules and regulations, all the legal restrictions while we are doing the business. Next, number 3, increase in administrative expense. So as you know, company that we have developed for the huge market, so definitely administrative expenses there. Let's see. Administrative expense due to high fees of experts, attractive salary of the specialized officers, expense on research. So as we discussed in first point that we have to hire high qualified person for that smoothly running of business. Okay, so they are taking high charge fee, attractive salary to the employee. It resulted into increase the administrative expense. It is in lakhs of and crores of rupees. Okay. Next, number 4. Okay. Autocratic management. Okay. So here, through many rights of entrust to the management by law, they enjoy a nominal power. Due to voting right per share, some person gets control through groupism and impose their desire. They are use companies' money, assets, and secret information for their personal interest and selfishness. Because of here, voting right per share is there. Okay, for example, some person are there, those who are purchasing 20% of share, okay, 25% of share, and for example, if group of people is there, 2 to 4 people or 10 people are make one group, okay, those who have 50% share, so definitely they are taking one charge. Okay, their management should be started because high proportion is there. So, and various types of people are there, those who are making as a owner, those who have purchased the share of their particular goods, and they are using the assets of the company, okay, for their personal use. So this is the big limitations of company, that is autocratic management. Okay, they are misusing the company's assets, company's information, and company's money. Okay, so next, number 5, difficulty in maintaining secrecy. Because as we know, various people are there, those who are treated as a shareholder, and shareholder is the owner of company. So we have to share all the things to the shareholders, which treated as a owner. And as we know, many people are there, out of some people, those who are dishonest maybe. So there are leak that particular secrecy in the market. So in particular thing, difficulty to maintaining secrecy. Let's see. Company has to get audited compulsory its final account and furnish to the member to the register of companies. Other certain information like redemption of the debentures, bonus share are also being published as per law. Thus, it is difficulty to maintain secrecy because many people are there, those who are changing their ownership. For example, transfer of ownership means that you are transfer your share from one person to another person. So definitely their ownership is also changed. When owners is changed, it is difficulty to maintain the secrecy in the market. So this is the 5th one. 5 topics that we have to discuss. Number 1, lengthy and expensive incorporation procedure. Number 2, legal restrictions. Number 3, increase in administrative expense. Number 4, autocratic management. Number 5, difficulty in maintaining secrecy. Number 6, delay in policy decision. Because as we know, many persons are there, those who are included in the management. Okay, so it's difficult to convenience for the people. Okay, let's see. To consult the member in the initial in the making the policy decision, for this meeting, the members is also called. Notice of the meeting is to be furnished to the member in advance before certain days, 14 days. Okay. Resolution is to be passed in meeting for all the time wasted of decision in decision meeting. If maybe some person or all the person are meet together and do the meeting, okay, convenience is not there. And when as we know that convenience is not there, it is not take the appropriate decision, because out of many persons, some persons are there, those who are disagree with the decision. Okay, so this is a problem to delay a policy decision. Next, number 9, 7, lacks flexibility. Flexibility is less because many people are there, those who are treated as an owner. Okay, let's see. Lesser element of flexibility is there in the company form as compared to proprietorship and partnership. As a resolution to be passed in general meeting to make the important changes, approval of certain government and court is required to solve circumstances. So here less flexibility is there because some person are there, those who are disagree, okay, that they are making nuisance activities, and that for that may be possible that interference of court is also there, law and court. So this is again the limitations of joint stock company, that is lacks flexibility. Okay. Next, number 8, encouragement of separations. Okay. So speculations. So here you can see artificial change in the stock market encourage the speculations as the director are acquired with the secret information of the company. The speculations in share affect the economic interest of small investors. It means that illegal activity. Speculations, it means that illegal activity, okay, that misleading activity, informations that included in the encouragement of speculations. Because as we know, because of groupism, that these things is done. And last, that is disadvantages to the society. Okay, due to all the above point, we can see that it's a problem. It's a disadvantages to be society. Okay, let's see. Society is become a victim of the strike of employee, lockout by employee. Monopolistic events enter as more importance is given to capital than man. Hence, unequal distribution of income and wealth arise in society. So as we know that people are there, those who are providing income or salary as per the work of the people. Okay, and due to that people are not getting accurate income and unequal income and distribution is there. So here we can see disadvantages to society is there, because some person are there, those who are taking high salary, some person is there, those who are taking low salary. So in this way we have to do advantages as well as disadvantages of the joint stock company. Disadvantages total 9 is there. As we know, up to fifth that we have to discuss. Number 6, delay in policy decision. Number 7, lacks flexibility. Number 8, encouragement of speculations. And number 9, disadvantage to the society. So this is of today's video that we have to learn advantages and limitation of joint stock company.